Hello everyone, welcome to the Bakery Cooking Show. Disclaimer,
I am an appreciator of these countries and foods, and I definitely don't know anything about it, but I want to showcase these countries and help gain awareness of other foods, and that we are all more alike than we think.
First off, I'll be hosting this once a week, putting a time next to each of these so you can skip ahead if you don't want to watch some of them as well. Throughout each episode, I will be giving fun facts about the country and how it relates to the food that I'm making. And this week's country is Mexico.
It will consist of 3 dishes.
First off, if you are going to be making the main dish, you're going to want to take some frozen chicken out and then put it in some hot water. If you are making the entree, it's very important to thaw out. I just got a little bit. And then for the appetizers, the first one is very popular at parties and restaurants and many events. We're gonna be making some guacamole.
They were first cultivated in south central Mexico around 10,000 years ago.
3 avocados, lime, salt, onion, cilantro, tomatoes, garlic, and then some cayenne pepper. Want to cut the avocado. Alright, all we have to do now is mash it all together after you cut it.
Guacamole increased avocado sales in the U.S., especially on Super Bowl Sunday and Cinco de Mayo.
Alright, that's the guacamole, and let's get our ingredients for salsa. So let's begin. You will need tomatoes, red onions, garlic cloves, cilantro, lime juice, cumin, sugar, salt, crushed tomatoes, and green chilies for spice. I'm going to be putting in a can of crushed tomatoes into a blender, or you can just put it in a bowl and then mix it together. Some regular tomatoes, or you can cut up a big tomato and put it inside. Alright, some salt, and then some sugar, some cilantro. It also originated with the Inca people and can be traced back to the Mayans and Aztecs. Spaniards came across tomatoes after their conquest of Mexico in 1519 to 1521, marking the beginning of the history of salsa. It's said that the Aztec lords combined chili peppers, ground squash seeds, and ate it with turkey, lobster, and fish. This will be as easy as a guacamole because all we're going to do is take these ingredients and blend them together. Alright, and then chill in the fridge, and it should look like this consistency after it's done. You can add some green chilies to either make it spicy and then add some salt to the taste. Alright, now your guacamole should be chilled by now, and now you can eat it with your chips. The main dish. It also originated in Mexico. Alright, what you would need is a pound of chicken, some enchilada sauce, tortillas, soft tortillas, some chopped green chili, but we don't have green chili. Some shredded cheese would be good, but we don't have any shredded cheese. We need to go grocery shopping. Any cheese will work because it'll just melt on top. Okay, take out the chicken that you put in the water earlier. This is not a pound of chicken. I'm just using a little bit because it's gonna be single serve. Cook this, shred it into pieces afterward. You wanna put some butter onto the pan. Once you melt the butter, add your chicken pieces. Put this away in the sink immediately because it has raw chicken on it. If you want to know if your chicken is finished, you wanna get a thermometer and then put it through the chicken. If it's over 165 degrees, it's ready to cook, but if it's under, you need to keep on cooking it so you don't get sick, so you don't get salmonella. If you pour some water in it and then cover it, it's gonna cook the inside. Alright. Next, you have to shred your chicken. Just put the enchilada sauce in a pan. I'm using the same skillet that I use. I cook the chicken in. You just pour a little bit over in there. And then after that, tortillas out, and then scoop some of the shredded chicken in there. Put it on the tortilla with the sauce and the cheese. All right, after that, fold it up and then put it in
the pan. The enchilada sauce, the remainder of it all on top. You bake the oven to 375. I don't have any shredded cheese, but you can just get sliced cheese and put it on top because in the end it really is all the taste the same. Okay, so put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then it should be done. Alright, so we're gonna be making some rice and beans for the side. First you need some onions, any kind of oil, and then the rice. You could also add seasoning to your taste. Rice is not native to Mexico. It was brought over to the Spaniards in the 1500s when they invaded Mexico, giving it the name Spanish rice. Pan's hot right now. We're gonna add the onions inside, and then we're gonna get them caramelized and cooked with oil. So we're gonna wait for those to brown, and then we'll add the rice in. Rice is cooked and served in different ways in different regions of Mexico. Up north, rice is cooked with chicken broth and tomato flavors. Down south, plain rice is more common. We will be making Spanish rice. You will need chicken broth and salsa. Do you think we're making northern Mexican style rice or southern Mexican style rice? Alright, now we're gonna add 1.5 cups of rice. And then you're gonna let the rice brown. And then once it browns, you wanna mix it pretty often so it doesn't burn on the bottom. Once it browns, you're gonna add the chicken broth. And then we're gonna put it on the rice. Put a lid over it. Beans, however, are based in Mexico along with most shell beans in the world, like lentils, fava beans, black-eyed peas, or snow cow beans. Archaeologists believe that bean plants began in Mexico 7 millennia ago. That's 7,000 years ago. Since they're in every dish, you must pair them carefully with what you're cooking. Because of course, different beans have different flavors. Black beans are more earthy, pinto beans are creamy and mild. We'll be cooking with black beans today. Alright, next you can add some salsa to it for some flavor, and then mix it in and add beans to the mixture.